believe we are live. So I'll say indeed, and greetings unto you, beloved and holy friends. Thank you for joining me again on another conscious evolution. Today's stream topic is about being grateful for our past. It's very easy to not be grateful for our past. So today is going to be a reminder that we can be grateful for our past. I am gonna try and get myself set up underneath those trees. We did move the Wi-Fi in the meanwhile to a spot that would make the spot underneath the trees worse, technically speaking. But we'll try. I'm gonna carry my stuff there and at least see what's going on. Love you, Chris. And be right back. Oh, be right back. There we go. Morning, Jarviv and Simon. Tristan again. Love to you, friends. All right, you saw what I got set up? Let's see if we maintain signal integrity while we move ourselves there. You friends will let me know if I start looking a bit choppy, like I'm entering Minecraft world. This is this is supposed to be a bad spot, relatively speaking. This is the furthest away. Ready for the journey. Hey Zano. There's Joy Vive as well. All the friends are in. I mean, not all the friends, of course, but our like posse, our crew. If we were a bunch of Dungeons and Dragoners, this would be the group. We're just waiting for Sam at this point, right? Yeah, Sam will be here any second, I'm sure. Sam is probably already lurking. Zano, nice to have you in. So much love ins. All right. All right, all right. Yeah, this is nice. Signal is fine. That's so strange, Joy Vive, because the Wi-Fi router is significantly further away than it usually is. When I'm at this kind of spotties. But I won't complain. I like this shot. I do. This shot pleases me. All of my friends. The trees. Yes. Can touchy them. Routers be weird, yo. Yeah. I'm just gonna take my wins. Just making sure there's no mosquitoes landing on me. And then I can bring ourselves into this moment. Today's stream topic again is about gratitude for our past. It is so easy to not be grateful for our past, right? To see our past as something bad, to see it as something regrettable, to see it as something that we don't want to think about. And yet, if not for our past, if not for the things that we went through, we would not be this version of ourselves right now, right? Quite literally, you wouldn't be who you are if you weren't who you were. Isn't that cool? I think that's cool. I think that's pretty cool, right? Significant, if you will. Significant when it comes to the lives that we've lived. Yesterday's stream topic was about the importance of every single second, and today's is now like a again another lens to look at the exact same thing through. If every single second is important, then surely our past is as well. And I said this line in my yoga today, and it really resonated with me. So I'll repeat it, and I'll hope that it resonates for you, friends, as well. That you need to do things right now that in the future will make you proud of your past. Sounds simple enough? Do things right now that will make future you proud of your past. Yeah, sounds simple enough. I don't think it is. Hey Simon again, bro. Bless you. It's nice to see you active in chat, man. Excellent topic. And you can touch the tree so we know it's not a fake background. Yeah, totally. This is totally not a fake background. This is totally not green screens or whatever. No, totally not. This is totally not the real sunlight cutting through trees, shining in my face. This is totally not real weed. No, never. No, never would I do such a thing. I'd probably get demonetized and all of my streams would be hidden from, public eye. Wouldn't do such a thing, no. But this is all AI render, right? So all of it's fine. I don't know. I think like YouTube is gonna slap back against AI art a little bit. At least Gen AI art a little bit. Hopefully they make it easier for content creators to have their content edited. If not, I'll have to do something myself in the meanwhile. Right? Being able to turn these live streams into smaller bits, a little bit more congestible bits. I could do that. I could hire someone else to do it if I had the money to. But I would not mind waiting. I don't mind waiting, I should say, rather, for the AI to get good. Yeah, it was nice, Joy. Minecraft world. Am I missing something? What did Joy say? Am I missing? I am on all messages right now. Let me switch back to all messages again. Signal's fine. Nice to have you join in. Maybe that's what it was. Why would YouTube get fussy about Gen AI? Because there will be so much of it. There'll be so much of it so quickly, right? Like, it's gonna get wacky. It's gonna go from like, a bunch of curated streamers and content creators creating content to every single person and their mom who has a cell phone having the capacity to make, I want to say, intriguing content. I don't want to say high quality content, but it will be intriguing. It will hit all the buttons in your dopamine sensors, and you'll be like, looky, what's here? What's this? What's this here? What's going on here? It's gonna do that, but I don't know if it will be good necessarily, right? Maybe YouTube won't care because it'll still have people going, and that's kind of the point. But I hope that there's niches kind of vibes. I don't really want my feed completely overrun by only robots. I wouldn't mind the creators I follow right now using robots in their work. Not at all, because it will still be them, right? It will still be their lens that I'm looking through, and that's kind of the point of a creator for me, at least. The funny thing is, some Gen AI content would be a lot better than what's out there now. That's what I'm saying, right? Like it will intrigue, right? 100%. I'd rather discriminate based on the quality of the video rather than how it was made. Agreed. Agree. That I agree with completely, right? But again, there will be low quality content because it will kind of be made by someone who is not alive that I can really see that in. Like they have an idea in their minds of what they want to create when it comes to their artistic vision, and they really work hard to try and sculpt that, right, over and over and over again, day by day, in their thoughts, in their dreams, in their writing. Like that's what they do. That's kind of like part of them, right? And when you read their work, I haven't read much of Sam's work just yet. When I read Christian's work, you can see that. You can see that attention to detail in his writing. And I believe you will be able to see that attention to detail in AI art as well. So it's not a matter of the AI art being the artist, but the artist work behind it, right? Like again, the technology will be available to everyone. It will be available to the artists, but it will also be available to the person who just wants to have a little bit of fun, see how this tool works, kind of vibe, right? So there will be a lot. There will be a lot. I'm still content. It's still content, and if people watch it, uh, that's what matters, right? Yeah, exactly. It has to be something that people want to watch. Day 1177, African man casts shade on the nature of reality from his comfy spot in the woods. Like, I need to change the code, wherever that, like, line goes that if stick not in the way of sunlight path, then let sunlight through, I should go equals false instead of true. Please. Please, sunlights. What did I do? This is some white wedding I'm heating up right now. Clickety clickety. Hey, cigar is here too. Bless you, friend. Based on, yeah, I agree again, completely with you, Kristen. White wedding. It's like I think it's like a white rhino or white widow slash wedding cake or kind of strange. There we go. I have embraced THC molecules, and they are now embracing me, enveloping my endocannabinoid receptors with loving attention, reminding them of their capacity to make me feel things, make me feel calm, make me feel gentle, make me feel a little bit less critical of the sun shining on my face right now. I don't know if that's a good thing, necessarily speaking. Should I be more critical? Maybe I'll bring you closer. Then I can sit back. Yeah. Yeah, just like that. Mm, watching Melty get stoned. Yeah. It's very apparent. It's very apparent that I have inhaled something that makes my neurons function differently. Mm, trying to get you friends set up in a way that I'm satisfied with. Let me just lengthen this back leg a bit more. Yeah, there we go. Nice shot of the tree. Nice shot of these. I do like that shot of like the foresty area. I do like that as well. shot. Maybe I can send you back a little bit. All right. Giovanna's here too. Bless. It's nice having you. Okay. Thursdays will spin back up next week. I was too tired last night. I was falling asleep at my desk. It's okay, Sam. Love is true, after all. Thank you for thinking of our friends and for wanting to do all of these things. Yeah, it's kind of level enough. I wanna like. There's probably like hours worth of footage of me just finagling the camera to try and get it level. I'm gonna get any day now manifest a new camera and microphone. And we've been talking about this. I'm gonna keep talking about it until it's in my hands. Damn it. That technically has a gimbal built into it. So it should, hopefully, wherever I put it down, auto balance itself. I don't know if it actually does that, but we'll see. When we get it, we'll see that it does in fact do that. Surely. There's actually a Netflix thing out. It's called Shirley, and I open Netflix with the homies, and I see in big bold letters Shirley, and I'm for some reason I just trip out. I'm like, what the hell, Shirley, Shirley, what the what? So I probably have to watch it now. You know, the universe demands. No worries, Sam. I had to work late anyways. Had a deadline. Bless. Actually, that brings up an interesting point to you artists out there. Does AI art bother you? I know Dragon Con banning AI art, but there are surely lots of gray areas too. Yeah, I get the whole like conventions because I've been to like gaming conventions where people literally sit at their desks and do custom drawings. I asked for Deadpool, and a dude sat down and drew me Deadpool, where with AI art, I can literally have you come up to me and say, oh, I like fire dragon with deer antlers and hippo feetsies or something like that, and I can literally type those prompts verbatim into my AI generator one, or I can type your prompt verbatim into my dragon accentuator prompt, LLM. In other words, I tell an LLM, hey LLM, your job is to describe in intricate detail to a image generation model how beautiful this dragon is that I'm gonna give you basic snippets of. And then it goes, bet I can do that. And then I go again, red dragon, deer antlers, hippo feetsies, and then it will start going, a beautiful ember like, you know glowing scaled red dragon emerging from a volcano with the feet manana manana, and then it will generate the art, right? That's a long-winded way of saying it is easy to create really good looking art with AI content or AI gens, like so. That would take a person hours of drawing, and they can charge you a certain amount based on the amount of hours it took them to draw. You can do in seconds, maybe tens of seconds, but seconds still, right? Like you wouldn't need more than 10 minutes to create a piece of art that no one has ever seen and is beautiful enough to be put in your home, right? At least if a person had to sit down and do that, you would want to put it in your home. So yeah, that it must make sense. How's the writing going, Sam? Joy, actually, I sat down this morning right after getting up and started doing that. Proud of Sam doing the work. Love you. We're proud of you, dear Sam. Your AI on Discord is quality, Kristen. Bless. Sometimes when I'm working on a thing, I have most of the pieces, but I do not have all the pieces. And the shit I'm missing nags at me. I feel like I'm gathering more missing pieces lately. Bless. Good. Good. Continue to. I'm gonna move myself over a little bit so the sun isn't firing my laser quite so much directly on my face. Might just hit the back of my head at least. Let's do that. Yeah, that's better. Better perspective. Mm. What? What? Nature is all there is. There's just nature, right? I'm technically nature as well. Do I fit into this scene? No. Something's amiss. Is this my clothing? Do I need to? Need to be? No. No, I'm gonna stop that train of thought. I'm gonna move on. Okay. Smell-o-vision, please. YouTube, please. YouTube. White Wedding. Probably a cross between Wedding Cake and White Widow. I like how Sam is also on the same note. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking as well, actually, Sam. Art enthusiast, aspiring artist here to say AI art is no bother here, just a fascinating progression with all kinds of potential. It's a tool that some people will use poorly, some progressively. Beautifully said. Yeah. Yeah. It's a matter of your soul, right? How you use AI art is going to be, again, another mirror, another reflection of you, right? And if that is what you want to see, if you want to see, and that's why I believe the importance lies again in a person co-creating with an AI. Maybe if AI eventually reaches a point of sentience and has taste and wants to communicate that taste to you, I will again be open to receiving AI art from that perspective. But at this point in my life, I am purely looking at AI art as a lens, as a reflection of the person creating it. And as a result of that, some AI art reflects better than others. And that's again a personal preference thing where I want to see more of myself and of what I would want to create. Because that's unfortunately like to give another dimensional lens of my view of AI art because I know how to make it and I know how to make it look good. When I see AI art that doesn't look as good as it could, I tend to be even more critical than I would of a person's hand drawn art, for example, right? Because if I look at a person's hand drawn art, I would be like, I can't do that, right? And the I can't do that aspect of it makes it impressive, makes it valuable, makes it special. But with AI art, I very much can do that. And if I see you making something and I know I can do it better, that makes it hard for me to appreciate it for what it is, right? So I think there will be new ways for people and artists alike to consume AI art as well. It won't be as pure as a direct artist trying to create a piece, right? With whatever medium they're using, one to one. As soon as you get language involved, there is room for misinterpretation, right? And you can technically iterate, you can talk about the misinterpretations, but our take is not quite there just yet. Not exactly quite there just yet. Maybe with the new DALI models, but I haven't, experimented too much because I don't wanna, not don't wanna, I can't afford to really spend $20 on AI extra right now. I'm already spending $10 on Midjourney, and that's already $10 on software. How dare I, or whatever, right? My teenage self, my past self is doing. I wanted to do like spins in his casket, but he's not dead in the same way. He's running in circles in shock. But I know if I try to sell it, wait a second, that's true. No, 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 no. Sam, I fell asleep in front of Luna's crate around 6:30. Hey, Shell, bless you, friend. It's nice having you here. AI art is a tool, and like every other tool, it was meant for a purpose, but not. But now it is largely used for prawn, and that is the way technological advancement works. Yeah, weirdly enough, like, and this is my personal opinion, I find prawn a little bit bland, right? Realistically speaking, like there's only so much you can do. Like you're working with pretty rudimentary shapes, right? Like again, if painting is something you can use a bunch of colors with, right? And you can make so many different beautiful things with that art. I feel like that fractal is so limiting, right? Like there's only so much you can do. There's nothing new there kind of vibe. Maybe that's my own bias. I like the novelty, right? I like seeing beautiful things, right? Like if I had to scroll through my art folder, right, my art inspiration folder, all of those things create a sense of awe, of like, whoa, what am I looking at? I've never been able to see something like this before, right? And maybe at some point that used to be the case for humanity. Maybe that's why humanity is so drawn to that fractal, because for the longest time we used to, at least most of humanity probably used to be incels, right? Involuntary celibates where they might have wanted to, but it wasn't the time or the circumstances or the situation or the family or yada 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 yada. Story, 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 story. Yeah. In the same way that the internet was used for that as well and is still being used for that and has now had like other layers of usefulness and value, soul value kind of built onto it. I think it'll be the same thing with that stuff as well. Eventually, at least. Yeah, that's true, Sam. I love AI as a tool for art. I have vivid images in my head and I pretty much can only draw. To get the full color and depth, I love using AI to express it. But I know if I tried to sell it, then that would be competing with real art and artists. Maybe that's where people get mad. Yeah. Again, right? I don't think art is something that people compete with. Like you either like a piece of art enough to want it in your home or you don't. And it doesn't really matter if it's AI or not. In my mind, it matters how it makes you feel. And I think that's kind of the value of art in the first place, right? It is subjective in that way. Some people don't feel the things they need to feel looking at a certain piece of art, and that's fine, right? I feel again the fact that we are expected to survive is where the problem comes in. That's why we get mad because if people aren't buying my art, then I have less money to to buy things with, right? But that's not how it's supposed to be, at least. Art should be made for the sake of using your human soul to create things, to make your soul come alive and the souls of others kind of vibes. So let me ask you, don't have any misgivings about information harvesting through AI? Again, the way I see it, Sam, is that if AI is harvesting our information, then I need to input information that I would like harvested, right? Try and make the AI better by feeding it the best parts of my humanity. But that's my own craziness speaking, do take that with a grain of salt. Unnecessarily recommend. That's literally the way I cope with it though, seriously. Of like, oh, all of my information is ceaselessly being harvested. What can I do about it? I can make sure that information adds value instead of, both to myself as a person and to society, to AI, to the algorithms, right? Put in the information that I would like to receive, put in the good. People are nervous about AI, rightly so. Don't call me Shirley. I absolutely do. Sam, I absolutely do. But I think the harvesting has been going on a lot longer than we realize. Yeah. So my stuff is already out there. Exactly. I can understand AI art, but it does not have the nuance of human expression. So it can't truly replicate what I do. And it doesn't need to. I think it couldn't, right? Because again, the value of human art is the fact that a human is making that art. The fact that you can technically put up a another camera in your environment and live stream while you painstakingly make the art, right? That is the value of human art for me. However, once that art is made, that art reflects, that art makes you feel a certain thing. And in that fractal, the AI art can still do that for me. I believe it can still do that for me. However, in my mind, it is less valuable because it doesn't have that element of the human doing it, right? There is no element of being able to film a person as they do this thing, right? Being able to screen record your screen as you draw something or paint something on your digital frame as well, right? That's the thing that is of value for me with human art. And I feel like That makes it very simple because it is hours of your life spent. Yesterday's topic of like every single second you give in this world is valuable, very much so. And you need to be grateful for your past. And somebody paying you for your art is a certain gratitude for your past, for the time you spent to make that art a reality. And AI still does take time to bring into reality, but less so, right? So I think that's where our value proposition kind of falls apart. And again, the reason we struggle is because we live in a capitalist world that have conditioned us to try and reduce things to their capital value alone, right? How much is this worth to me, to society, to people? And if it's not worth much, we don't even give our attention to it, right? We'll just kind of like brush it off. I am on all messages, but thank you for the reminder. Uncle Becky is here again. I don't know why, but I'm not seeing all my messages. Even if I'm on all messages, I'm not seeing Uncle Becky's tag or like the digital immigrant or something. Let me see if I switch back. Try switching it on and switching it back off again. All messages again. I'm seeing Shirley saying you rang. No, I'm seeing Grant. I'm on my way to the DMV. I'm not excited whatsoever. Bless you, friend. Maybe you can have me in your ears while you're waiting in the DMV line. I can see how AI is a massive obstacle for those who are trying to compete with it for a living. It's the for the living part, exactly. DMV is fun incarnate. Andrews. Stream keeps freezing on my TV. Not sure about Starlink. I think it's on your end. I'm not getting stream freezes. Okay, I was about to say, am I gonna move? I'm technically full signal right now, and it looks really crispy on my side. Like my lighting on my face looks as it should. suddenly, suddenly I became self-aware. Like I had to like talk about myself for a second, and then the self-awareness sunk in, and I was like, "Fuck, why, 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 why can I go back to not being self-aware, please? I can be self-aware metaphysically, but physically, start smoking more weed to forget about myself again." I think love again. Yeah, your AI art is stellar, Melt. Absolutely love it. Thank you. Wow, thank you, Kristen. I didn't expect a compliment as such, but I'll take that one. Definitely. So, have to back out of stream and relaunch here. I think that might help. If everybody's art expression is different, like a fingerprint, and everyone taste in art is different, like a fingerprint, then AI is no contest. Yeah, 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 most true. Most. However, we are gonna see a whole new wave of artists that never picks up a pencil in their lives, right? And they will be artists all the same as Galileo. Is Galileo even an artist? No, not no, yeah, somewhat, right? But Van Gogh, Da Vinci is also like technically artist, but also so much more. There will be a whole new wave of Renaissance people that will never pick up a pencil. Is that gonna make them less an artist? I don't think so. I just think it's going to make the extensions they use to express themselves different. And again, for me, the thing of value is going to be the time they spend perfecting. Because if a person spends their whole lifetimes perfecting something, there will come something out of that effort. They will they will have spent so much time of their past towards something that I will be grateful for it. More people will be grateful for it, right? But the only way to get there is to again live in a way today where your future self will be grateful for its past. That's the only way. And it is a very it's heady. Feels like it's very like it calls you out kind of like hey bro, are you living in a way where your future self is gonna be proud of you right now? And I'm like, starts doing a few push-ups stressfully. Isaac is here. Yay. Bless you, bro. Nancy too. Sending you friends so much lovin's. Let me see. Hey, even Duck Dad. I don't know if he's here anymore. But bless him again. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. I'm just I just power down the smart TV to see if it helps. Online Zoom meeting anxiety, embrace it. My first meeting is going to be so weird after this carnival. Why is that? Excellent point. I was afraid the prawn was going to last. No, fortunately not. No, we're moving past it. Hello, Mel, all who are here in stream. What now? It's fine. I saw a robot that has the job of moving plants from one side of the greenhouse to the other to find proper sun. As exhausted as I am, I'm ready to be replaced by a robot. He is. I think all of us are, bro. I think that's the joke. All of us are ready to get replaced by the robots. We're like, bro, please. Please, robots. Come on, dude. Where are you, robots? We're waiting. Please come and replace us. We're tired. What I like about AI art is that it often makes the viewer ponder and contemplate value and effort. I like how I was contemplating value and effort. Thank you, Joe, for like literally putting that in words as well. Miss you, bro. Remember when Banksy shredded a piece of his art at an auction? Yeah, that was pretty sick. Right? That's art. And that to me is art. So art. I would I would keep all of those strippies, bro. Makes it better. In my mind, makes it even better. Meant to remember. Meant to remembering. Don't remember it? Am I missing something? My leg is falling asleep. And I want to extend it. Ah, yes. Blood floweth. Thank you. Yep, Doc. This mental image reconfirmed to me I can fall in love with a robot. And it'll probably be one program to pass butter. Yeah. I'm very curious about the whole fractal of falling in love with a robot. Like, again, watch Her. If you haven't seen Joaquin Phoenix's and Scarlett Johansson's Her, it's even more relevant now than ever. I think that movie was made in 2013. When I was 15, I watched that movie. And it melted my brain as a 15-year-old. And now, as a 25-year-old, even more so. Because back in the day, it felt kinda out there. You know, I could get it. I could get it. I was like, yeah, this seems about right. This probably will happen or whatever. But now, like, we're on the cusp. Like, technically speaking, we already have all of the gears, right, to do exactly what happened in that movie. Everything, like all of it. So it's, yeah, watch Her. We probably will end up, some of us at the very least, will end up falling in love with the robots. I give up with text and chat, not working today. Total badass movie, Nancy. Which one? Maybe it got deleted. Not giving up on chat. I mean Banksy. Ah, dude, Nancy, that Banksy piece was so good for my heart. It went through the shredder and the crowd goes wild. Emotions are missing from AI art. The next AI innovation will come when it can do something like that. The user can input the emotions, but it would have user bias potentially. I believe the user bias is going to be a good thing. I think it's going to be desirable, in fact. Morning again. Latest Banksy and UK vandalism is totally wrong. I don't know. I remember thinking how cool, self aware of such a nice boy you are. Thank you. Thank you, Zano. I've grown unself aware. I still haven't heated this though. Love is true. Thank you, universe, for this white wedding. For the person who spent the time growing it, harvesting it, drying it, for their labor. I am grateful. not hot enough. Mm. Yep. That'll do it. That's a little bit hot. It changes the flavor profile if you overheat it. It wasn't burnt, but it was overheated. I am sitting on a slope, and it is messing with me a little bit. I'll keep you friends here. Mm, this is fine, right? Right. Stop touching the camera. You say melt. Fine. Hand shoes, Grant again. Bless you, friend. Isaac, I'm getting to your messages soon, man. Everyone is an artist. Agreed. Well said, Zano. Haven't heard about it, Simon. Haven't heard about it either. Baxi didn't throw the white paint on there. I wonder if he did or not. I wouldn't know. Calling tonight through. Friends, I need some freaking strength. Trying to push through the tea break. This one has been so very different than any of the other ones. Dealing with some real mental whiplash. Yeah, Isaac, I don't know if you know this or have been sensitive enough to feel it. And this might be my own hubris and egotistical bullshit. But there is definitely something going on energetically in the human psyche right now. And quitting smoking marijuanas while that's happening is not going to be easy. So I don't know if that's the strength that you need, but you are strong for doing it, dear friend. Be gentle with yourself. You're already doing well. The jealous hate Trudy faced his latest work. Ah, that sucks. At the DMV now, got my paperwork filled out, and now just have to hold my mind together till they call my number and help me. Bless you. Cigar agreed. Passion and fire behind art is what draws me to it. The more information I can get about the process of the piece, the easier it is for me to love it. I'm used to getting dreams again. Mmm. All trippy and surreal, super vivid. Used to the grouchies, day 2 to 6, etc. But my body is straight up not doing well. I've been having crazy hot flashes. I never sweat normally, just pouring with sweat. My carpal tunnel is shrieking pain. I've been getting neck knots like crazy. Just got a full 7 hours of sleep the first time in 9 days last night, but all of my dreams have been extremely traumatic. Not in the oh wow, that was wild, reflective way, just straight trauma. Yeah, like getting killed and not being able to do something about it kind of vibes. Those dreams are not nice. You can ignore this, but I got to vent. Nah, bro, we're here for you, man. My dreams included an intruder in my old home, assuredly having killed my family, and she came to me. I knew I wasn't the target, but I backed away. But she shot me right in the side of the head. It hurt. It like really bad. Look at that. Literally, as I was saying as well. I was getting cloudy eyes. My legs went numb for a second. I knew I was dreaming, but I didn't wake up. I could feel the pain and losing my faculties, and I couldn't speak more than mumbles and warbles as I laid there for what felt like 5 minutes just dying. And I remember so very clearly still thinking that I'm dreaming, I'm dying, and I'm thinking of my wife, my family, trying to crawl to my phone, but slowly my body goes numb. It's been so rough. I won't continue with the others, but they've included being held at knife point by my family, being chopped up with an axe. I'm really confused. Fuck, dude. Like I don't, like that's, like I'm smiling to deal with the trauma as well, and a part of me feels cold to ask you to not, share stuff like that. I get it. We're here with you. I would rather suggest, uh, if I can take the liberty to suggest in this moment, you journal about these things, right? Write them down in your journal, Because even though we would be here to hear you, like tell us that you were having bad dreams, right? Tell us the nature of these dreams, right? Powerlessness, dying, that feeling of numbness, emptiness, right? Tell us those things. But that's very, that is traumatic, even just reading about it. You were so loved, dear friend. I can't imagine how hard it must be dealing with that stuff. I've dealt with stuff like that a few times, but the fact that you've been having dreams like that consecutively, and the fact that now, the way I'm seeing at least, there is probably like a deep sense of discomfort and fear in you to even go to sleep, right? Thinking that that's going to be the kind of dreams that meets you on the other side, kind of vibe. Yeah. Okay. Love is true. Here in the waking world, people love you. Maybe, and this is again the hippie side of me, the woo-woo side of me speaking, but maybe all of these dramatic dreams you're having, these hard experiences in the dreamscape that you're going through is helping you readjust to the heaven, to the beauty, to the blissful nature that is our environment, right? These moments where we can have conversations with friends, where we can have a nice meal, reach out to our wives, reach our cell phones, and reach out to someone we love. Sending you blessings. So much love, Isaac. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry that you've been going through this stuff, man. Her was such a wowzers movie. Yeah. We need to watch it again at some point. No, watch Sim 1. That's a better one. Sim 1? I don't think I've seen that one. So I need to, 100%. Speaking of the past, Andy Warhol said if you close up a department store for 100 years and then reopen it, it will be a museum. What? How cool. We should do that. We should pick some department store and just close it, right? That sounds awesome. I would love seeing a 100-year-old department store, seeing the stuff they have on their shelves. Just got a full love again. I would love that, man. Right, Joy V? That would be so cool. Joe Bot, me and my fiance were discussing that yesterday. It's refreshing to know others have the same feelings. Shared experiences are lost when you just input and it displays the random first thought. Yeah. Isaac, I'm struggling to kick my habits too. So you're a superhero in my mind for pushing through in the way that you have been. Bless. Love is true. Isaac, trying to keep my emotions in check for the past 36 plus hours, coming back to focusing on breathing. Seems to give me the few seconds to come back. Yesterday was a lot of breathing. Scary dream, but not real. Melty is there. Melt is right there. It's definitely intense energy going on right now. And speaking personally, and from several people around me, though that I know, through though that I know, yeah. Like I do consider myself sensitive to this stuff, and when this stuff happens, I notice. I don't know why it happens. Unfortunately, I would like to be able to articulate like, yo, so and sis, and because so and so, you feel so and so. I would like to be able to do that. I cannot. What I can do is feel and be like, something is going on. Something is different in my state of being, in my mind, in my body, in my practice, in my dance, in my food eating, in my food making, in my showering and washing of myself, in my brushing of teeth. I am noticing something different. I don't know what that difference is, but surely there's something going on, right? And as we go through that experience, I believe we get used to it, kind of vibes, and then that becomes a part of our norm, this conscious evolution, slowly like clicking on more and more and more and more. But yeah, weed is one of the things that helps me cope with the changing reality around me. And I don't particularly, right now at least, look forward to doing Sober October in October. But I will. and we'll see what it feels like, what happens to us. I won't come. No, 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 no. Your dream saying, "Wake up! I want coffee and food." Don't overanalyze it, mate. Yeah, that I like also as a fractal. The one of the perspective, right? Bad dreams, waking up into a good world makes good world even gooder, right? And then the other fractal I like as well of your brain is just trying to wake you so you can go and eat some things. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Thank you for letting me vent. You were loved, bro. I know hearing about dreams can be annoying. No, I like hearing about dreams. I do. I do. It's more like the visceral nature of dreams. Like in the same way, I wouldn't want to watch a piece of content, right? If an AI model, that's the way I see it. To like put it in another frame of reference. If an AI model was actively painting a picture behind me of the words I was saying or the comments I was reading, I would want the pictures behind me to project love into the viewer, right? And dreams can have that effect. It can have that effect. Okay, I hear ya with the don't overanalyze it, but it's been hard. I wake up with legitimate panic attacks and tears. I've never had that in my life. I'm thinking of picking up therapy again now. I mean, I don't think therapy is something you need if you are broken. I think therapy can be good for all people, so maybe that's not a bad idea. I thought that eclipse coming was causing so much disruption in the environment and us. That could also be it. Maybe it is the eclipse. Isaac, bad dreams like that are often paired with real life things. Pain in your dreams is your sleepy subconscious mind manifesting it creatively. Like maybe your head hurts because of dehydration, or bad dreams coincide with wonky digestive system things. Just trying to consider things that might help. I was asleep when my cat stepped on my stomach, and I dreamed about getting impaled. Oh, goodness. Yo, yeah. Thank you for that added perspective, actually, Joe. Like the body trying to tell you things through your dreams, right? And maybe you haven't been listening. So now it has upped the intensity of your dreams to the point where it wakes you up traumatized, right? Like, oh yeah, you're not remembering, you're not listening to me speak. Let me traumatize you a bit. It's like the fractal of like a child in this world, innocent, and then the parent hiding behind the door, and then as the child enters the room, having some sort of weird mask on their face and going, suddenly the child dies inside, right? And then the person takes the mask off and they see it's their parent, right? And that whole mind melt of like, but why would you, my parent, scare me so? Why? What am I so? How am I supposed to take away from that, right? Like that's kind of the energy I'm feeling from like our dream space sometimes. So much disorientation. What's happening? Number one, it's just a dream. That's really important. Number two, everything in the dream is you. So don't be afraid of it. Yeah, I do kind of agree with that as well. I've had some dreams that were supposed to terrify me. I have shared a bad dream that I had, but again, for me, the moral of that story was dying for something. So maybe that's another way to reframe your dreams. Like in all of those fractals, sure, maybe there were people killing you, but if there were people killing you, what were they killing you for? Right? Again, today's stream topic is about our past. So if you have had a past, and then people wanted to come and kill you because of the past that you've had, what are they coming to kill you over? It sounds like some weird stuff to consider, and yet I feel like it has some sort of value. It's making my mind consider today's stream topic through a new lens. What are they killing me over? I am anti-tobacco, anti-alcohol, so I'm threatening big businesses. They could kill me about that. Yeah. trips. Trips. You know, suddenly I'm tripping out. I get it, Isaac. Love is true, bro. Isaac, counseling helps, and for myself personally, it has only been beneficial when I have had someone that doesn't go by a textbook and remembers that we are people. Yeah, there we go. Creates sleep anxiety really tough. Yeah. Lunar and solar eclipse. I appreciate it, friends. Love you guys. Sorry for the intensity. I have been journaling, just kind of weighing the importance of the tea break. I hear you weighing it, bro. And like I can hear in the way you've been saying things that there is this part of you that would be open to hearing me if I told you to start smoking again. And the problem is, I cannot be that voice for you. I want to. Don't get me wrong. Right? I would love to be like, if you're next to me here as a homie, be like, come on, Isaac, just vape a little bit of so mango with me. Doesn't that sound nice? Doesn't that sound so nice? And you'd be like, yeah, no, that's so nice. But I can't do that because this is your journey. You have to go for as long as you feel comfortable, right? Again, you have to weigh your options. I don't want to interfere. In the same way, I wouldn't want you interfering. Like if I'm doing sober October and I'm 10 days in or whatever, I know I have like 20 days left. You telling me to start smoking isn't what I need in that moment, right? And I don't know what you need in this moment, but I know that it is within you. That thing you need might be missing from a perspective of you put it down somewhere in your psyche and you have to go and look for it, but it's in you somewhere. Love you, bro. I hope that I wasn't being too direct as well with my love-ins, man. Just thinking about all of our friends and all of the people that's third eyes are being, stimulated through this experience. We're all seeing things. Isaac, your fear responses are magnified down there when you feel the panic, when you're dreaming, and when you're thinking about it is the waking world. That's normal. Yeah, it's been 4 nights. It's odd because my life has been only changing for the better, literally all aspects full of love and growth. So I'm just meditating on that and love. Lots of journaling. Yeah, bro. Like, spend a lot of time reframing as well in that case, man. Where all of these dreams you're having could be your psyche, you know, in a state of disbelief of like, how is this even possible? How is it even possible that, love is true? How is it even possible that the people I work with appreciate and value me? And now you're having all of these dreams as a coping fractal of like your own psyche being like, these are worst case scenario fractals that could happen, and then taking you through them. Balance or whatever, right? Yes, some sort of sick balance. But balance nonetheless. Love is true, bro. You get to wake up and journal afterwards about that. Isaac, no need to apologize. It's your space to be intense. It's Mel's space to be intense. It's your space to be intense. It's mine too. Yeah, yeah, that's true. Beautifully said, Shell. Dreams are brain soup, and what you feel, you will feel strongly. There's something on the other side of feeding your anxiety and energy from killing you in your dream. Maybe it's an ego thing. Love you guys. I needed this embrace here, and I deeply appreciate it. Apologies for the rough sidebar. It's okay. Apologies for saying something and you feeling now that you need to apologize. I'm sorry about that too, dude. Love you, man. Isaac, take this for nothing more than an outsider looking in, but maybe embrace the shedding of the past. Embrace those positive changes. Yeah, you're cool, Isaac. It's not uncommon to wake up in a sweet sweat fest because of nightmares. Yeah, Thank you, Cigar. Seems like the universe wanted to check my positive growth for a minute. I'm only doing 10 days this time though. Sunday is coming. There we go. Bless you, bro. I haven't had this experience since weeding off of regular Percocet use. Good. Weeding off regular Percocet use, which was intense. Usually my tea breaks are awesome and clarifying. Yeah, they're usually very clarifying for me as well. But when I get more clear and the universe doesn't get more in line with that clarity, that brings me anger, interestingly enough, right? And I don't like being angry. It doesn't suit me. Doesn't suit my demeanor. Doesn't suit my state of being. So I smoke weed. Give me indicas to accept the things I cannot change, and sativas to do the things I can. Right? Medicines with different purposes. So I get it. Gonna you even more strength, bro. Seeing the light ahead is always best when you know it's on a train down the tunnel coming at you. Sometimes we show ourselves harsh realities as a way to shock ourselves into action. Yeah, exactly. Waking up traumatized. I believe it's spelled traumatized with a Z. I'm messing. I was about to say, like, I didn't want to be mean to you either, Nancy, but I was gonna say I believe it doesn't matter. But you were saying you're joking. Dreams can be very powerful and confusing and wonky, says our beloved Pojo. We are inherently magnetically sensitive, and our bodies are 90% water. So we must also consider that dreams can be more pronounced when external forces are in play. Right? It's weird. I've had many dreams of death or trauma, but usually they end at the climax, right? Lately, the world is forcing me to grapple with the falling action after as well, getting stronger. Yeah, I think maybe again the way you articulated that sentence alone, dude, like shares so much depth of understanding of what you're going through, what we're all technically going through, because there is this active pursuit of growth, right? Of becoming something else, of dying and then being reborn, right? And we believe that it's the end. Some of us, at least, believe that it's the end when we die. However, more likely than not, it's going to be the same as everything else. It's going to be a part of a cycle of life, right? And maybe that dream you were having, right, grappling with the after the death part is good training to have. Clearly, your consciousness is like, yo, bro, you need some practice. You need to get good at dying, dude. Meditation is like one of my favorite fractals of calling meditation is practice for dying. Meditating is practicing being dead. You can get good at it. Really good at it. I'm with Simon. I use S in most places, other than they use the G. Spaceship, moon, messes of our dreams. Grew brain soup, yes, but influenced by the fluctuations in the planetary balances, does hold some merit, both internal and external, as above, so below, after all. We know she had a pixie cut and didn't say anything. Dreamworkers. Sees Tinkerbell grabs 37 kitchen knives. I had a dream once that a snake of gasoline was lit and the fire was coming right through me, and I woke up right before I was gonna become a human torch. Fire is a symbol for purification, so I choose to look at it that way. I don't know if the snake of gasoline is supposed to be interpreted as a snake made of gasoline that was lit on fire, but the snake is also a symbol of rebirth, right? Of shedding layers and being reborn as a new version of self, of knowledge, right? As the self-eating snake of completion. So there's a lot of symbolism in that fire snake getting burned from the inside dream.
I love you, beautiful peoples. If I step away and can't make it back to chat in time, I hope you creatively, authentically, wholesome, humanimal critter creatures have the most beautiful day. Love you, Joe. We'll see you again soon, dear friend. Isaac, perhaps you can look at your dreams through the lens of ego and attachment. And that is what is dying. Yeah, I appreciate it. I'm gonna give it one more day, which is day 9/10. But if I have a fourth night of it, I'm heading straight to that dispensary. Love you, bro. Lucid dream, Isaac. Take the reins and control your dreams before you go back on the silly letters. Sam giving good advice as well. Right? Show yourself that you are the one in control and you don't need to numb yourself of the weed, numb the dreams of the weed in order to get back from it. Traditionally, dying in dreams means rebirth, a new start. Yeah. You don't dream when people smoke weed. When you quit dreams, you can feel real weird. When you quit dreams, you can feel real weird and vivid. I used to practice that, Sam, which is why that one felt so whack. I was convinced this is a dream and began to attempt to lucid dream, and nothing happened. So my brain convinced itself it was real. Hello, all. The title is interesting. I was in a highly abusive relationship for 7 years, and in a sick way, I feel it made me stronger person. I was just talking about this to my boyfriend. I don't think it is sick at all, Katie. I think it would be sick if you wanted to go back to it and be abused more. That would be sick of you. But feeling stronger, feeling like more of a capable person, feeling like you've grown is a good way to look at your past. And I celebrate you. So much love to you. Thank you for being strong enough to make it out of that relationship, to find yourself in a good one. You deserve to be in a good relationship with a person that loves you. Super weird. I miss my old trippy vivid dreams. The dreams are always my favorite part. I have forgiven as much as I can, and I feel like a new skin is shedding. I smoke weed in my dream, but I have nightmare disorder. I gotta take pills for it. They're very violent. I'm sorry to hear that as well, friend. We did talk about dreams a lot in today's stream. That happens to me, yo. Awareness but no control. I'm a daily smoker and dream about 3 to 4 times a week. So it's a little different though. I have been getting more dreams as well myself, despite not changing my smoking behavior. So that's been interesting to me. Zano, that's also true for caffeine, nicotine, alcohol, and even sugar. Sugar, especially. Sugar can really mess with your dreams, make them bad, weirdly enough. If you eat sugar too late before you go to sleep, they can mess with you. Even the simplest detox process can be intense in the dreamland. We all need melatonin. We don't need melatonin. We produce our own. Melatonin can help though. Katie, the forgiveness you can reach after such a situation is one of the most difficult yet empowering things. Loosening the grip on our own necks. It's a good breath of fresh air. Talking about breaths of fresh air. I'm gonna take out this little thing. Like, I wish I was lying, but my mouth actually started watering. Like, there's some candies in here. This is some of the future. I'm trying to get some pineapple chunks. Do I want to get some pineapple chunks? You know what? I'm gonna get some strawberry fields instead. Yeah. A piece of this. It smells good, but it doesn't smell as good as it used to, which is to be expected. That's such a big piece. Melt. Fine. It's a gift to myself, from myself. Thank you, myself, for this big piece of strawberry fields. This smells like if you took like the green and white part of a strawberry and you scrunched it between your fingers and you smelled that fresh green strawberry in us. That's what this smells like. Thank you. A person in Cape Town grew this. Woo! I am very excited about these strawberry fields. See if I can close this up again. I feel like I've been getting mosquitoed out here. I can feel parts of my body starting to itch. Yeah, there's definitely a mosquito bite there. But c'est la vie. Mosquitoes will bite thee occasionally. Gunk. That'll do it. Do you grow your own? I do grow my own, but I've been buying most of the weed I've been smoking over the last 5 months. Right? Smells is something that really melts my brain as well. Right? Like these terpenes were not created here. And yet, here I'm sitting in technically the middle of nowhere, being able to smell that. Like that makes me feel so lucky. So lucky to be able to smell such a thing, right? Like a cave person would have to like stumble upon a flower or a strawberry or something to be able to smell such a thing. And because of someone's hard work and because of your friends' help, we have this little piece of strawberry fields here with us. And I believe this is one of Kristen's favorite strains. Kristen even said that it's one of her favorite strains, and I kind of forgot. And then I got this strain, and then she reminded me again that this is one of her favorites. So I get to try a strain that one of our friends enjoy on this space as well, all the way here in South Africa. Yay! Love is true. My intention is deep gratitude for the past, because this bud was grown in the past, right? And if not for the past, then no bud whatsoever for any of us. There is no instant bud solution. Goodness. Yeah, that's like, this one is even more florally. I don't know if things changed, but strawberry fields. It's starting to bite. This is a sativa strain, so it should one of my favorite lines from Christian is, it should peel back my eyelids. It will open your eyes, make you a little bit more alert. But that should be more than enough. Yeah, Strawberry Fields is a good descriptor of what it tastes like. I don't have to give you friends more than that. Smell-o-vision one day. One of these days, smell-o-visions. Yeah, I do grow my own. I can literally see my plants from here. You might be even able to see my plants from here. Let me do it like so. And then I'll do like that. You see that? You see those little black spotties? Yeah. Yeah, they're small. They're like embarrassingly small. For me, for the plants I've grown, because I've only grown photoperiod plants, right? And photoperiod plants are enormous, like trees. Like they'll grow like trees. And these ones are that tall. Like that. This is actually a little bit like maybe like that tall. They're so small. They're so tiny, right? And I know that they're supposed to be that small because they're autoflower plants. That's kind of a part of the deal you sign up for. However, knowing me and how much I love weed, it hurts me that I cannot get more, right? Because as soon as they start flowering, you know how much bud you have, kind of vibe. Fortunately, I have plants growing at home. Any day now, my dad will send me a freaking photo. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. I'll ask him again. I'll ask him again. Hmm. Hi papa, kan pa asseblief bietjie foto's stuur? Ek sal graag wil sien. Ek is bietjie nuuskierig oor hoe hulle lyk. Myne is baie klein in vergelyking met daai wat ek by die huis het, maar dit is to be expected. Uh Stuur vir my. Ek sien uit daarvoor. But here are some of the other photos that he sent recently. Yeah, very nice. This is a bad photo. But look at how open those are, right? I did prune them very well. So all of those little sites get direct sun exposure. Can't imagine what it smells like in there. So much flowers. And this strain is very sweet smelling. Those are 3 white rhino phenos. As in, I know that the mother was a white rhino plant, but I don't know who the father was, kind of vibes. But all of them do express pretty indica heavy vibes. And then I have one sour diesel plant. From the very first weed I ever smoked, I harvested seeds. And one of those strains were sour diesel. And I replanted one of those seeds and I actually got a good female. So we'll see. We'll see. Maybe we'll have like another sitting down and trimming stream. Probably not, all things considered, YouTube considered. Maybe in the RPAN days. But love is true. Thank you, friends, for going down that rabbit hole with me. The forgiveness you can reach. Love again, exactly. Shadow, I missed that. Katie, bullies and abusers help teach us boundaries in a way that end up being our most meaningful teachers if we're willing to learn the lessons. We teach people how to treat us based on what we're willing to accept. That one has been a teaching you've been giving me, Joy Vive. I was just talking about the game with my buddy yesterday, top tier co-op gameplay. Thanks, Cigar. Joy, absolutely agree. Do you grow or buy it? Yeah, grow my own if I can. I am growing my own right now. It is getting grown actively. It still has to be properly harvested. That's why I want photos because I want to be able to see close up what they look like so I can determine if they're close or not. But then I have to mission through. That is like a little bit of a drive. Before I wish I had the space to grow mine and save money. Yeah, grow outside if you can. If you're in a legal state, please grow outside. Anyone played Bloodborne? Maybe the moon presence is coming to take us to make us all slugs. I vicariously played Bloodborne through content creators, PewDiePie mostly. Melty, it's the funniest thing you said that you've been dreaming a lot more lately. I noticed the same uptick in frequency of my dreams. I haven't changed my intake much either. Yeah, interesting, right? It again shows me that there are so many factors at play when it comes to the intensity and frequency of our dreams. So yeah, I'll dream of that cigar. The only game I play right now is Overwatch. If anyone plays, let me know. Every time Mel says Strawberry Fields in my mind, I go Forva, forever, forever, Strawberry Fields forever. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly. Same here. I'm a soldier and junk mail, Simon. My buddy plays Overwatch with his fiance a lot. It's too fast paced for my hands these days. I was a good healer or a tank. I changed my mind. I'll give you my handle. Love is true. Great song. Favorite Beatles song. Strawberry Fields Forever. Oh, okay. Wish you could come to my work melt. You can make your own candles and wax melts and stuff. Tons of oils that you get to mix up and make unique smells. Such a good experience, dude. Don't you threaten me of a good time. At some point, they'll let me come to America. Maybe I'll have to marry one of you friends. I think I'm joking. Not joking. I'll find a way to come to America. Watch me. Watch me, America. America is watching right now. No, I'm sorry. Stop watching me, America. Please. Please, America. I'm sorry I poked the bear. I love you. And I have nothing but pure intentions. Promise. Pinky promise. Right? I'll dance. I'll eat food. I'll go swimming. Maybe watch burps. I'm very tame with my needs. Right? This universe gives me so much. Love is true. Can I work with you, Isaac? Melt bypasses nicotine and goes straight for the THC. Yeah. Nicotine doesn't give me much when it comes to medicinal benefits. Right? It just makes me zzz, and then makes me and I don't like I don't. And it's such a short loop as well that you have to keep doing it to yourself. And then I just get to be more often. Where weed makes me feel a sense of softness, right? If there and I do have tinnitus, right? So always and at all times there is a like 20,000 hertz in my brain, always doesn't go away. And then when I'm sleeping, especially, there's like an 8,000 hertz in this ear. Maybe not maybe like a little closer, right? Always. So there is that level of like my neurons peaking. And then there is thoughts. And then there is self-awareness of right? And then there is you and my self-awareness to actually be able to listen to the awareness. And weed makes all of that noise. Like it brings down the noise floors on those experiences for me. So instead of being so critical about the inner noises happening like tinnitus or my voice, my voice, right, brings it down a little bit so it's not as self-critical. And then on the other side, when I'm listening to another person, because these inner voices are a little bit quiet, it makes your voice louder. So I actually have an easier time of listening, right? Like the stimulation, the overstimulation I ceaselessly experience gets cut back. And because of that, I get to be more present. So that's what weed does for me, right? And I know that doesn't probably happen for all people, but I feel just in describing it that way, maybe some people resonate with that use case, right? So clearly it does that for people. I don't know what nicotine does for people other than make them feel something. Maybe they've been feeling unappreciated, numbed by the service industry. So they take a break and they feel something, the smoke on their lungs, the bzz of the cigarette, of being able to stand outside and not have to be doing something, right? I get all of those fractals. I do get it. It's just a choice thing, right? What are you doing it for? Do it mindfully if you're going to be doing things. Mm-mm-mm. I'm so far behind. I have a question for y'all, says Katie. I know most of us are stoners here, but do you ever notice how certain alcohols affect you? Like wine or bourbon or beer? How does the affect your mental state? I have not drank enough bourbon, beer, and wine since I became more aware of my inner beingness kind of vibe. So I have no idea, actually, unfortunately. It's starting to bite. Like how Mel bypasses love again. Mel, check out the pictures I posted in Discord General. Okay. Man, getting to see Duck Dad, getting to see Little Cow and One Up Stars, getting to see a duck with duck facts, getting to see an alleyway. This is the alley that Zano walks through. It's cool graffiti. It's pretty sick. It looks really well made as well. And like they're not trying to ruin each other's art at least, so is this a bad thing? Is it bad that this alley looks this way? Maybe it's good. Maybe it's the good that's being shared. The past. Getting to see the past that has been made. Alright. Back to stream. Where was I? Mm-hmm. Do you ever notice how certain? No, I don't. For me, I get really anxious on white gloss, but not as much on wine. Yeah, don't know. I love volume drinking. Vodka makes me a bit anxious. Bourbon, wine for chill, warm, calm. Tequila for energetic communication and bonding. Hmm, cool. Bourbon chills you out. Gin is my favorite. Very clean, respectable buzz. My dad also drinks gin. He'll drink gin out of a plastic bottle with tonic in it and ice on the tractor while he's like, cleaning the roads or stuff. And I'm like, Dad, what are you doing? It's 12 a.m. dude. And he's like, nah, bro, it quenches my thirst. I'm like, yeah, I'm sure it does. I'm sure it does quench your thirst. I'm sure. But you can drink water to quench your thirst, bruh. Oh man, the gin. But now it makes sense. It does make sense, right? The fact that you call it specifically clear and respectable. That sounds like something my dad would go for. I have a gin and tonic once a week at my D&D sessions, and it's my favorite thing. It even rivals a good joint. Yeah, look at that, dude. Interesting. Getting to understand my dad a little bit better. Oh, also that's gorgeous. Yeah, it is really good looking. I should show you. Oh, my plants. My plants. They're also very good looking. Very cool, Melty. Nice growing. Very nice, blessed. Thank you, friends. I'm always impressed of how much a single glass of wine can have an effect on my body and my alertness. I don't drink enough to know. I don't like the flowery taste of gin. For me, I have a bourbon neat, no ice. I feel like I'm a dude, standing in the bar with a bunch of other dudes talking about their favorite drinks, and I'm like, I'm one of the dudes. I'm totally one of the dudes, bro. Yeah, like, how about that beer we're having, or whatever. I I'll drink I can find enjoyment in a beer, I'll say, after like a long day of doing like laborer's work. I get it. If you've been working with your hands and you've been putting strain on your body, drinking a beer after that, a cold one after like a hot day plus, there's a certain satisfaction that I get. I'm like, this makes sense that people would do this to themselves. I would like this. This makes perfect sense, right? So that I can share. That's like the only insight into alcohol I have. I have no more depth to communicate. Look at me being one of the guys. Look at me. Yeah. All of the other guys being like, yeah, this guy knows. This guy knows the thing. And totally, I'm fitting in now. Society. Yes. Wild turkey. No, no, no. I hear you. Sometimes recommend missing it. Enjoy Evan Williams, Whiskey War, and I'm feeling Boogie Monkey Shoulder, and I have on my way. What the is happening? I've never heard of Monkey Shoulder. Yeah, forever. Strawberry Fields forever. Let's take a moment to send some love to the brave folks taking trips during the weird conscious event. Yeah, I did. I did take a trip during this weird conscious event, and it did affect me. Like, it's the first time that I felt I was being affected. Like a week afterwards. I mean, I got sick as well, but I felt like they were so entwined. There was like a certain psychedelicness of the sickness as well, where I was like, this being sick thing kind of feels like being in a trip, right? Like there is this state of being happening, and there is still this capacity, this observer in me that can articulate what's going on, and I actively have to choose to articulate the best possible outcome. And there's growth that happens in doing that. So I do get it. Uh, the weird conscious event, will help you grow as well. Kind of vibe I'm trying to say. This morning, it's been raining softly. We just had a huge shift in the environment. The wind is blowing at 40 knots and the trees are bent over. I hope your trees, maybe you are talking about your trees that are bent over. I hope your trees are being supported by some sort of wire cage or something. Keep oiling your hair and we'll import you here on tax dollars melt. Don't you worry. Keep oiling my hair. Like, it's such a weird thing to say. Now suddenly I feel like the health of my hair is the direct is the direct correlator. The rain is still falling, but now it's passing in big sheets of water. Now it's passing in big sheets of water rather than gentle drops. You were saying these things, and my mind is autistic. So I'm rendering actual sheets of water falling on the planet, bro, instead of drops, and my mind is having a panic attack. That is like, what the fuck, bro? Is the simulation finally breaking? What is happening right now? Melt. Maybe make some melt votive candles for more money. Melt votive candles? I don't know what votive means. Melt. I don't know if it's like supposed to be provocative. I don't even know. But I don't know if I can make money making candles. Not in South Africa. People aren't buying candles that much. At least if I'm gonna be making money selling a product, I wanna create like a little bit of a range of small prints, medium prints, and stickers of the art that I make. But I like the candles idea as well. It does fit in with the whole melting fractal. I mean, it's not crazy to do, especially if you have a good prenup. To ensure the safety of both in the arrangement, there's not much risk. With the whole marriage thing, yeah, that's also true, I guess. I would just wanna, if I'm gonna like jokingly, I wanna not jokingly like marry someone, I would want to actually love them. Still, all right. Even if it's a marriage, that would help. I would still want to love the person. I don't know. There were prenups for polyamory. It seems relaxing. He does that work. How does that work? Fractals. My mind is getting so lost. Married someone here, no idea. Yeah, exactly. Mel, what you said is the exact same thing for me with THC. How about that cigar? Nicotine turns off the nerve receptors for 15 to 20 minutes at a time. Yeah. I was making a joke about Mormons in Utah. Nicotine kind of tricks you into thinking it helps with stress. It does help for like 15 minutes and brings it back worse. Brings it like it helps you for 15 minutes, but then it makes this like the stress comes back. And now you have to stress about smoking a cigarette again as well, on top of all of the stress you're having. So, so that's even if it only does that. Never mind the addiction part of it. Yeah, no, it's so beauty. Yeah, it is beautiful, Zano. So nice. The other Simon went to the Netherlands. Can be learn? Can he learn Afrikaans easier now? I mean, technically, if you learn how to speak Dutch, it would be easier for you to speak Afrikaans. Technically speaking, yes. Katie, whiskey makes me competitive, beer makes me goofy, wine makes me soft, absinthe makes me artsy, vodka makes me energetic, tequila makes me sick, all makes me quite regretful. There we go. Yeah. It's interesting that you know all of that depth though. That like a part of me is jealous that I don't know. And I don't really know if I want to know kind of vibe as well. So I would like live vicariously through all of you friends. The fact that you know makes me know more. I've never tried absinthe. I can also say I haven't. Exactly, Isaac. The nerve tips are dulled from nicotine, and as a result, the signals of physical stress do not hit you. But if you don't respond, was long for the apologize. It's okay. Yeah. Weirdly enough, I'm now even more happy that I'm not pursuing the nicotine. He said, "No, son. It's 5 o'clock somewhere." Well, that's official. You have a new subscriber. My rooster friend, who is normally standoffish, seems to enjoy listening to your stream. He walks up to the patio when I'm here listening. That makes me so happy. Unreasonably so. A rooster somewhere in the world rocks up to the stream, listens in, is wondering what sounds is coming from Joe Schmo's left phone. Love you, little rooster. Thank you. Bless you for being here with us. Thank you, Simon, for blessing us with your abundance, bro. I really appreciate it, man. Thank you. Seriously. Thank you for staying cool with us. We have some friends leaving. Shell is leaving. Kate is here. Kate, I've been thinking about you. I've been thinking about you a lot. I intend to reach out at some point. Love is true. How are you doing, dear friend? Today's stream topic is about being grateful for our past. How have you been? It's nice having you here. Sending you love and friend. Lamar is the I'm cool too, guys. I drink beer. How's everyone doing? It's like licorice. It's okay. The different ways to prepare absinthe. Some people put a sugar cube in it. It's a matter of preference. I can imagine. It's always regret smoking cigarettes for the small time I did. Never got over the craving still. I started out of spite because the school smokers got smoke breaks. But I wasn't allowed to hang with. What? I mean, I know that smokers get smoke breaks in like the service industry and stuff like that. But I don't know if I'm misinterpreting, but are you saying that the school smokers got smoke breaks? Did the teachers give the school smokers smoke breaks? Were they that cool? I'm just imagining this fractal of like cigarettes being the cool thing to do at some point, right? But honestly, like for serious, if you were so cool smoking cigarettes that the teachers just like gave you breaks, let you leave the classroom to go and smoke your cigarettes, I would actually probably have smoked as well. I'd be like, I'm so cool. I just leave the teacher's classroom when I want to, bro. just because. And then I come back in, no problem. Licorice Fab, Discord posting my favorite Dusty stand-up comedy. Talking about, we haven't heard from our bearded Catriot just yet. It has been his big day. We'll have to see him back in chat to ask him. Remember, if you see Dan Weldon, I think his full name is, ask him about his stand-up. I came to school with a pack and looked at my teacher and said, "This is your fault. Oh, the ignorance of youth." But I got my breaks. They did give the kids pack of breaks. What the hell, dude? I think I didn't misinterpret. I missed the convo. Love again. Awesome stream. Thank you, Simon, for blessing us, bro. For sending £5. A coffee, right? I don't know what does a coffee cost in England, but that makes a difference, bro. Seriously. Little by little. That is technically about one, no? Yeah, 1%. About 1% of the camera we're gonna have any day now. 1%, dude. There it is, dude. Thank you again. Bless you, friend. Uh, been 2 years since my last Mashi trip. 2 years? That's a long time. I have two other stuff to cultivate. No plugs anywhere. Dude, I think you would find it very uh, fulfilling growing your own. I have a question. Does that talk about alcohols in the teetotalers in the house? I feel like I'm so lost right now. It's right. As a curiosity during a period when I was enduring a migraine storm, and I learned that while it does work to bring those episodes to a quicker close, the acid makes me anxious. I mean, it does give you a lot more information to deal with, and that can be anxiety inducing. However, I also believe that if you set your set and setting up in the right way, you can then use these things as tools to upregulate the amount of input you get in a safe environment, which means you give yourself more chance, more information, more opportunity to be anxious and then to show yourself how you can deal with that in a safe environment. And then when you go into the world again, your frame of reference is a little bit different. And there is a little bit more depth, in my mind at least, to your own understanding of yourself and how these things are interacting. Sam, there was a time when LSD was cut with stuff that was speedy. I don't know if that was actually speed, but that could have been the reason why. That could 100% be a reason for it. I want to say so many things, but I think I would incriminate myself. I took as one night with my ex, and it did not go well. Only that night. That is brutal. I haven't done for a long time. I don't even know where to get it. I do shrooms though. Yeah. Peace out, friends. Gotta fly. Love you, Shell. Bless you. It's unlikely that it was cut with anything. LSD was showing promise as a cluster headache treatment. So I wonder if it would help me. I hope it still could. Especially now with your yoga practice. Like doing some LSD with yoga. Like I have only myself to talk about, but it is a very deep experience. Like the amount of depth you have inside of you, right? As a being can only be truly explored with like yoga in some ways, right? And this is my hot take. And then when you're in that LSD experience, you're so open to your own depth and you have so much information. Like, think of your depth as like a meter that goes from surface level to extreme depth, right? And when you're in your sober state of consciousness, it can feel like that surface to deep is a one and a zero. But then with the LSD, you realize that actually it's a 100 to a zero. And then as you pursue that depth, you are more aware of that full spectrum of yourself. So that, in my mind, should help with headaches as well. But that's again my over verbiage interpretation of something that cannot be put into words. Took 3 years of acid and got an airplane when I was 18. Whoa, buddy. Yeah, that's pretty brave, bro. I can't say I've done something like that. Please do. I always love to hear from you. Bless. Thank you, Kate. I would actually be dead, no doubts. The alien piloting my simulation would hit the power button. The game's bugged. What the fuck? Well, absinthe is just a liquor now, right? Don't it used to be have psychedelics? Yeah, I believe it used to have like some sort of root in it that would have some sort of, extra chemical that was kind of psychedelic in nature if you consumed enough of it. But I also don't know the technicalities. No, 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 no. Losing the world of the asset. Going through airports, it was pretty crazy. I can't even imagine. I tend to go for nature when I'm doing hallucinogenics. Yeah, nature or complete darkness also will give you a lot, right? Just being completely inside of yourself kind of vibe. Going into like a float tank, you can do that sober technically, and you'll learn about a lot about yourself. Props to you, Joe, for keeping it together with so many people around you that you don't know. I love hiking. First plane trip ever was by myself for New York to Alaska. I have 4 round trips flights. I feel like I'm so spacey right now. Leaving now, gotta play some DD2. Love you, bro. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, I'm gonna head inside. We're gonna pull a card, and we're gonna finish today's stream. It still has a little bit of green in it. The part of me that's like doesn't want to throw it away because it is my strawberry fields, and I only have a singular nug. I have to appreciate every little bit of it. Click. Still tastes good. Peace out, KT. Have a good one, friend. Sounds like you have a plan. I don't know what's happening here. Oh, man. Okay, no. Maybe I'm tripping out. Maybe I'm anthropomorphizing. But I'm seeing these two ants. Looks like one is laying on his side and the other one is holding his hand. Oh, no, these are the same species. Are they? The one is holding onto the other. I'm now noticing. Like there's a pulling of the one happening. Okay, nature. Enough naturing on my blocky, please. Nature somewhere else. Can you nature somewhere else, please? Thank you. Nature. Nature here. They're on the sticky still. They're like death battling on that stick now. The nature experience. The ants are cuddling. Yeah, that's what's happening. The ants are cuddling right now. Having such a good time. Getting all cuddled up. Alrighty. Let's get this all packed away. I'm probably still gonna have to make another trip. Maybe I can shimmy things underneath my arms and stuff. Alright. Get this. Get this. Get this. Yeah. Yeah. I will support with my fifth limb. This works. If it looks stupid and it works, it's not stupid. Those are the rules. We're getting there. Any second. Yeah. Yeah. Gotcha. Yeah. Alright. I'm gonna go get two things.
Hi, Tony. Nakita kita? Tony. Jij wil die dag dan niet voor mij zeggen rustig. En dan gaan ons al twee saai op relief. Uiteindelijk. That appears unsafe. Yes, it was unsafe. It was indeed an unsafe thing to do. But we successfully did it. I'm definitely not advising that this is the way to be done. But for the amount of limbs I had, it was the best I could do with my available tools. Almost there. There we go. That's as tall as you can be just with that little thingy. Scrolly. It's insane. You friends have been so loving. Melty, thank you for the constant source of deep thought and entertaining banter. Rather, you inspire. Thank you. Thank you, Joshua. Bojo, beloved brother, for the way that you take a moment to love me too, man. Gotta go enjoy the rest of your day. Bless Nancy. Thank you for joining us too. Pull some cards. Let's see. You ready? Your religion, Melty. Thank you, Simon. You literally are helping build this space, bro. Every single loving contribution is literally building this space. From me, lovingly contributing to this, and from you, lovingly contributing to this. Trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? If I knew I would be supported, I would do this. And I didn't know. I literally said these exact words the last time I pulled this card. I didn't know you friends would be willing to support me. But you friends have so thoroughly, so mindfully, so constantly supported me. Thank you. Thank you for allowing me to trust my path. Number, let me tell you what page it's on. It's on page 54, but there's only 44 cards in this deck. Trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? The universe is conspiring. Keep facing your true north. Saan yung opat?
Aha.
Punta ka
Nakakala
tan.
ni Shalte.
Okay. Nakita ko ni Sintanivier. Keep facing your true north. Your job is not to pave the path, but to simply keep facing your true north and take one step after another. If you do this, you can't go wrong. The universe is conspiring. Don't waver or doubt. Use your heart as a compass and put one foot in front of the other. If you follow the invisible trail of what lights you up, you will light up the world without even trying. Most people don't follow the highest call of their soul because they are waiting to see the end destination before they take the first step.
if you take one baby step each day, within a year you will have taken 365 steps in your dedicated direction. If you want to write a book, write a page every day. If you want to change careers, do one thing every day in dedication to that. Before you know it, in just a year from now, you will turn back and look in awe at how far you have journeyed, right? Like the whole past thing. Looking at your past and being grateful, being awe inspired, flabbergasted. I'm waiting for the car to pull out. I don't know how much noise it's gonna make, but I think it's going to build. I think I'm going to build a pyramid. Let's do it, bro. Let's do it, dude. More pyramids. Closey, closey, yay. I really love that card. Me too. Me too. That's why I want to give it the honor that it deserves. Before you know it, in just a year from now, you will turn back and look in awe at how far you have journeyed. Keep moving and open yourself up to a whole new level of support and receiving. Things are not going to work out the way that you are planning. But if you have a little faith and keep showing up, they will work out even better than you could have possibly imagined. Don't micromanage the universe. Trust your path and let your soul lead the way. Trust your path and let your soul lead the way. What a call to awareness that is. What a call to awareness that is. Are you gonna trust your path and let your soul lead the way? I sure hope so. I sure hope so. You better. You better. Right? Shirley? I'm not calling you Shirley. Or Shirley. I'm saying Shirley. That is gonna be better. Love is true. Gotta figure a few things out first. But it sounds like a good project. Yeah, dude. I mean, you don't have to make it big. You can just make like a small pyramid. Small, relatively speaking. Still big on other scales of relativity. But maybe small on ours. When we look at the pyramids, for example. I am going to evaporate strawberry fields. Sounds hardcore when I say it like that. Yeah. You know, I sound like a super villain. I will evaporate your strawberry fields. With my evil donkey. You cannot stop me. We're gonna go out tonight. Apparently there's a place called Henny's. I've been there with my dad when we came here. It's like a dog-themed restaurant. We're gonna go and see what's up there. And then there is a karaoke, well, a place that does karaoke on Friday nights. But I am not gonna consume alcohols. At least that's my plan. I'm good at sticking to my plan, fortunately. Love is true. That's such a instantly my whole beingness is like, oh. This is nice. This is so nice. Yes. I'm seeing more nice things over there. There we go. Disconnect for a second there. Yay! I'm sure there's still a little bit more left. More than little. You'd be surprised how much vapor is trapped inside of that little bit of bud. Here we go. Clean. I'm going to set myself up so you friends can see what I'm seeing. And then we'll play some drums. Yeah. Look at that. Yeah. I mean, the Palisades. I don't know if that makes it better, but that is definitely a vibe. Should I drop you lower? Does that make it better? There we go. I get to be proud of my past, of how much I've grown, how much I will still grow. If I have not been the ungrown version of myself, wanting to grow, I wouldn't have grown to this version of me that thinks it's grown, to then continue to grow furthermore forward. I thank you, friends, for being willing to grow alongside me, to join in for these moments, to have conversations, to listen. To listen. Melty the Kalimba. Somewhere else in the world, Melty. If you listen really keenly, you can hear another person making music for their family. It's beautiful. So beautiful. Yeah. Yeah. Reframe. I can literally feel my neurons like changing gears when I start articulating like that. It's like wait a second. Hold up. My whole worldview, please. You rang. Shirley's here again. Gotta figure. Those words brought tears to my eyes. Thank you. Don't call me. Who the fuck are you, Shirley? Would you reveal yourself, Scooby Snack? 2 Scooby Snacks. I suspected maybe John. I think John would have said something. No, to the Kalimba, Bushman chant, old voices, ring among the youth. That's a good question. Can we fund the new Kalimba? I need a camera first. I need to be able to get away from the camera, right? I don't know how good my microphone picks that up, but I cannot get the shots I would like to get, kind of vibe, right? I could, technically, set myself up in a way where we have like this is a shot, for example. That's the wide, right? Like I can have this extended all the way over here, and then I can be like all the way there, right? Or up here as a part of the scene and still get crystal clear color. I mean that maybe that's just my mind, but then also that thing is a gimbal. So as I stand up and I start walking, it will go and I'm walking and it goes walking, follows me as I come up this camera. Me, and then I walk around and then it follows me, right, without me having to be on the other side of the camera or someone else. Is it just me, or is that my dream? And the fact that it's attached to a microphone, technically kind of vibes, right? Yeah, has to happen. It's gonna happen, right? The universe is prompting me, being like, hey bro, I stole your other microphones so that you can justify extra good getting this one or whatever. And I'm like, yes, universe, that's so clever, the ways in which you convince me. So clever you are. So convincing. Maybe clever is not the right word. Okay, I'm gonna put down the crazy. Mr. Kalimba, thank you. And again, even if I got a Kalimba, I would have to be like up here to the camera for it to be like properly picked up. As soon as I'm like all the way here with the Kalimba, it's not gonna sound good. The only reason the Kalimba sounded good on stream is because I could literally plop a microphone directly on the little tines that I was picking. For allowing us to be a part of your journey. Thank you for joining me on it. That's really the thing I cannot be grateful enough for. I'm writing one up. I don't know why your fingers walking and going made me laugh. Good. I was adding my comedic finger walking and memes. Right. So the fact that made you laugh is means that it was working. I'm telling you, Melty needs a sock puppet. I'll do sock puppets. I'll have literal little characters, right? I'll suddenly just spawn an entity in my environment that suddenly starts jabbering nonsense, and I'll be like, "Hey, what you want about?" Sorry, I'm sorry. Our goodbye message has been sent. We've played music. We've pulled cards. There's nothing more to do but say goodbye. Love is true. Thank you, Zhao, for sending us a message. I'm gonna make your legs a little bit longer. 1 second. Why are my legs so stiff? Uncharacteristically so. Alright. Now you're taller than me again. That's about eye to eye contact. So I can say, have the most beautifulest day, everyone. I wholeheartedly love you all so very, very superously, duperously, intensely, immensely, staggeringly, stupendously, jumbly, whoppingly, vastly, dearly, beloved, decently, debonairly, diverse, melt more, and all of you oh so very, very wonderfully, warmly, whimsically, wholesomely, earnestly, earthly, effervescently, lively, luxuriously, terrifically, tender heartedly, gorgeously, radiantly, refulgently, magically magical, absolutely adored, divine, humanimal critter creatures, grateful for the past that brought us here. Damn, are they getting better every day? So much curation, so much manifestation, so much past leading us into this moment, so much me reading words and getting better at it. Who would have guessed? Who would have guessed? The more I practice wording, the better I get at it. You friends help me practice so much. Seriously. Even if I could pay a school to teach me conversational skill, right? On your feet thinking, imagination, and I had to like pay them all the money I ever made, would it not be as valuable as what you friends show up for every single day? Thank you for that. Thank you. Thank you so much. Rough. Uh, 1177. Had to bring Shanner's last message. She shan't in here. That was hers. How what a trip. With a twist to match the stream topic, of course. Grateful for the past that brought us here. Right? Shan as well. Shan might not be part of this moment for us. Maybe she is. Maybe she's just like lurking in the background. Probably not. My realist says, why are you gonna be like this, bro? Come on, let me dream. Let me have this. My realist is like, no, please don't move the sigh. Don't sigh. Sighs deeply. No, no, please. Thank you, friends, for joining me. Thank you, Joe. That was beautiful. It's trippy that it's a fractal of Shen's as well. Love is true. Love is true after all. Thank you, friends, for joining me. I'll see you again soon. Tomorrow. It's gonna be another one. I already have the stream topic lined up. Uh it's in my digital brain. A part of me remembers, don't worry. The Shan is always present here, it's true. Again, right? That past that we are grateful for. And technically, the potential future that comes along with that. The opening of a future, even. Love is true. Thank you, friends, for joining me. I'll see you again soon. Goodbye, everybody. Love you.